Professional growers can diagnose soil problems in under 3 minutes just by looking at plants. They're reading signals that most gardeners completely miss. The yellowing isn't random. The stunted growth isn't bad luck. Your plants are communicating exactly what's wrong with your soil, and I'm about to teach you their language. Welcome to GrowWise Vision. If you've ever stared at a struggling plant wondering what's wrong, this video will change everything. In the next 8 minutes, you'll learn the visual diagnostic system that professionals use to identify nutrient deficiencies, pH problems, watering issues, and soil compaction without any testing equipment. Before we start, hit subscribe if you want more science-backed gardening that saves you time and money. Now, let's decode what your plants are telling you. Here's what professionals know that home gardeners miss. Plant problems show up in predictable patterns across 3 zones: leaves, stems, and roots. Leaf symptoms reveal nutrient deficiencies and pH problems. Stem symptoms indicate structural and watering issues. Root symptoms expose soil quality and compaction. Most gardeners only look at leaves and miss the complete picture. The 3-minute diagnostic examines all 3 zones in sequence. This catches problems early when they're still fixable and prevents misdiagnosis. Because here's the thing, wilting can mean too much water or too little. Yellowing can indicate 5 different deficiencies. Without the full context, you're guessing. We'll walk through each zone with visual examples, then give you a decision tree that connects symptoms to solutions. Let's start with the most visible zone. Zone 1 is leaf analysis. Leaves are your most detailed information source because nutrient deficiencies show up in specific, identifiable patterns. The golden rule: where the problem appears tells you what's deficient. Mobile nutrients move from old leaves to new growth when supplies run low. Immobile nutrients stay locked in place. Nitrogen deficiency shows up in older, lower leaves first. They turn pale yellow, then completely yellow, starting from the leaf tip. The plant is pulling nitrogen from old leaves to feed new growth. This is mobile nutrient behavior. Calcium deficiency shows up in younger, new leaves. They develop brown tips or edges, or the growing points die completely. Calcium can't move within the plant, so new growth suffers when supplies are low. This is immobile nutrient behavior. The leaf color pattern matters too. Yellowing between veins while veins stay green indicates iron deficiency. Uniform yellowing across the entire leaf suggests nitrogen. Purple or red tints on leaves, especially undersides, signal phosphorus deficiency. Brown, crispy leaf edges mean potassium deficiency. Twisted or cupped new leaves indicate calcium or boron deficiency. Pale, washed-out color across all leaves suggests sulfur deficiency or high pH blocking nutrient uptake. Here's the key distinction. If only old leaves show symptoms, the problem is mobile nutrients: nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, or magnesium. If only new leaves show symptoms, the problem is immobile nutrients: calcium, iron, manganese, zinc, or boron. Zone 2 is stem and structural analysis. This reveals watering problems, soil compaction, and root zone issues that don't always show in leaves immediately. Thin, weak stems that fall over easily indicate nitrogen deficiency or insufficient light. But if leaves look healthy while stems are weak, the problem is usually inconsistent watering or shallow roots caused by compacted soil below the surface. Stems with purple or reddish streaks suggest phosphorus deficiency, especially in cool soil conditions. Phosphorus uptake drops dramatically when soil temperature falls below 55 degrees Fahrenheit, even if phosphorus is present. Split or cracked stems indicate irregular watering patterns. The plant grows rapidly when water is abundant. Then, growth stops during dry periods. This start-stop pattern creates internal stress that manifests as splitting. The stem flexibility test reveals root health. Gently bend a lower stem. Healthy stems flex without breaking. Brittle stems that snap easily indicate severe stress, usually from root damage or extreme nutrient imbalance. Growth rate matters too. Slow, stunted growth despite adequate water and light points to soil compaction restricting root expansion. Plants can't grow above ground faster than roots can grow below ground. If roots hit a hard pan layer or compacted zone, above ground growth stops. Here's the diagnostic shortcut. If your plants look healthy but grow slowly, the problem is below ground. If plants show visible symptoms but grow at a normal rate, the problem is above ground, nutrients or pH. Zone 3 is root inspection. Most gardeners never check roots until a plant is dead, but roots tell you everything about soil quality. Pull a plant or dig down 6 inches next to a plant to expose roots. Healthy roots are white or light tan, firm to the touch, and spread outward evenly. They should have fine root hairs visible on smaller roots. Brown or black roots that feel mushy indicate root rot from overwatering or poor drainage. The smell test confirms this. Rotted roots smell sour or rotten. Healthy roots smell earthy and clean. Roots that stop abruptly at a certain depth indicate a hardpan layer or compacted soil. You'll see a dense horizontal mat of roots circling at one level instead of penetrating deeper. This is physical restriction, not a nutrient issue. Sparse, thin root systems suggest soil that's too dense for root penetration or biological activity that's too low. Clay soil without organic matter creates this. So does soil with poor microbial populations from overuse of synthetic fertilizers. Root color can indicate specific problems too. Orange-tinted roots suggest iron accumulation in waterlogged soil. Gray roots indicate sulfur deficiency or extremely low pH. The container test works for potted plants. Remove the plant from its pot. If roots are circling the outside edge in a dense mat but haven't filled the internal space, your soil is too compacted or has poor structure. Roots take the path of least resistance. Now let's connect symptoms to solutions using a simple decision tree. Start with location. Old leaves affected? It's nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, or magnesium. New leaves affected? It's calcium, iron, boron, or manganese. Next, check color pattern. Uniform yellowing means nitrogen. Yellowing between veins means iron or manganese. Purple tints mean phosphorus. Brown edges mean potassium. Then check stems and growth rate. Slow growth with healthy appearance means compaction or root restriction. Normal growth with symptoms means nutrient deficiency or pH. Finally, check roots if possible. White and spreading means nutrient issue. Brown and mushy means drainage problem. Restricted and horizontal means compaction. The solution path splits into 2 categories: quick fixes and structural fixes. Nutrient deficiencies are quick fixes. Add the missing nutrient through amendments or foliar feeding. Compaction and drainage issues are structural fixes. They require soil rebuilding with the amendments we covered in our soil improvement video. The critical distinction: don't add nutrients if your soil structure is broken. Fix structure first, then address nutrients. Otherwise, you're feeding soil that can't deliver nutrition to roots. You now have the diagnostic framework that professionals use. 3 zones: systematic observation and logical deduction from symptoms to solutions. The 3-minute version: check leaves for color and pattern, check stems for strength and growth rate, check roots for color and spread. Match what you see to the patterns we covered, and you'll know exactly what your soil needs. If this changed how you look at plant problems, hit that like button. Subscribe for more diagnostic guides and soil science that actually helps you grow better. Check the video on screen now. It covers the 5 amendments that fix the structural problems we identified today. Thanks for watching, and let's keep growing smarter together.